Hello and welcome, Capricorn, to your July 2023 horoscope. My name is Jeff. I am going to be your astrologer and tour guide through the cosmos of the month. What's the energies going to be like for July? What do I need to focus on? What kind of influences are the energies currently having me come into play with? You know what I mean? We're going to go over all of it. First of all, I want to apologize because I am putting this out late. However, I needed to take some time off. I have been working nonstop at my shop and my healing center for, well, embarrassingly too long. I don't really take days off because I say I love doing what I do. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, even though it's my passion and my work, you still got to give yourself some time off. And because, the 4th of July was on a Tuesday, I really wanted to start getting down on things on Friday, and I had a really great time at the shop. I was really busy this weekend, so I took off Monday and Tuesday. That's usually when I would have got those horoscopes done. So I'm getting them done now. So I apologize. They'll always be on time any other time than that. I should have planned a little better. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But here we are, Capricorn. All right. I apologize for that. So let's get to the energies for the month and what is currently going on with you. Here's your chart. So we start off the month with really good feelings. There's a surprise encounter here. This is all going on in your fifth house. We've got Uranus squaring uh, Mars and Venus and Leo, but look at all this beautiful trine energy. Things just flow. You know what I mean? And that's good. Your influences this month, what the current energies are going to be taking place or in your first and your seventh house. So there's going to be a whole focus on you and how you come across, new beginnings, how your personality is, your mask that you wear to everybody, and also relationships are going to be a huge focus towards the end of the month. So let's look into that energy. 4th of July weekend, the full moon is in your sign in 11 degrees Capricorn. So, it is a great time for relationships of all kinds. Like I said, the huge focus is on your first and seventh house. So, this is going to be the focus this month. And if we have things focusing on your first and seventh house, lunations, full and new moons, that means that there's going to be some kind of trying to balance things out between work and home, all four areas. How you feel about yourself, how your relationships are going, how home is going, and how your career is going. All of these are going to be highlighted this month, okay? So that's going to be a huge focus for you. So what you need to do right out of the gate is try to find some kind of balance for you, okay? The full moon illuminates things. This is a great time to have a party, get out there, do things. It's just a fun weekend for you. I hope everyone had fun. And then as we move forward, like during this week, it kind of chills out a little bit, so we can get some perspective, because it was right out of the gate for the month. You were shot out of a cannon because you had this good fiery energy behind you, this fire grand trine. So, with that being said, then we move all the way to July 10th, where Mars, the planet of action, is going to be moving into Virgo in your ninth house. So now we might be planning small trips. We might be planning long-term trips now. It's going to be going into Virgo. This is a more grounded energy. You definitely resonate with that. And it could be starting to plan for a lot of things, your future, taking action, writing things down, getting it right, okay? A lot of you Capricorns, if you're if you're a writer or anything like that, you could be taking action to publish your work or something like that. Writing down your feelings. If you can't get your feelings right this month, if they confuse you in your head, it would be a great time to write all this down so you can get some perspective on it. You know what I mean? But there's a huge focus on relationships and the joy of it, and relationships expanding And that's all you should really focus on. It's one hell of a hot month. If you haven't watched your tarot reading for the month, you should probably watch that because damn, with these two together, the energy for you is unstoppable. All right. So then we've got Mars moving again, like I said, into the ninth and the third house. And we're going to talk about Mars a little later in the horoscope. And then we've got everything happens on Mondays. So we're going to jump right to the new moon. The new moon is going to be happening in your seventh house. So this is happening in your water sign. It is feeling emotionally satisfied in your relationships. A lot of you Capricorns at this time on the 17th can be putting out the intentions to go ahead and strengthen a relationship if you're already in one. Make solid plans. Or a lot of you Capricorns can also be experiencing an emotional connection at that time with somebody. And the week starts off. This is when, we've had a great start to the month. It could have been a little hectic, a little surprising. Then it kind of chills out. And then when the new moon happens, boom, it's manifestation time. What are you going to manifest for the month? That's really important. So it's a great time at the new moon to allow better things into your life. And this is about your emotional stability and how that works with you. So from now until the 17th, you have a lot of time to go ahead and release any insecurities or beliefs that you had about relationships. You don't want to repeat the past, that kind of thing. Let some of those concerns go before you get to the new moon in your seventh house, which is going to be fantastic. So just be aware of that because now the week starts to pop off. So then we've got the 20th of July. We've got a beautiful Sun trine Neptune. So that's going to be taking place again in your seventh house to your third. There may be some communication here with somebody from your past. Now, let's talk about that, all right? This is kind of setting things up. It's either going to be really good or it's going to be really bad. If you find somebody, if you talk to somebody from your past, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a communication there. And it was a beautiful relationship and things just didn't work out and nobody got hurt. You just parted your separate ways and they come back into your life. Oh yeah, it's time to consider that. If they were abusive in any way or did you dirty, do not go back to them because we're going to get to that in a couple days. It's all leading up to stuff. Now, like what I was saying before, Mars is in Virgo in your ninth house, and it's going to be opposite Saturn at that time. So this is when beliefs clash. We may have problems with our brothers and sisters, our siblings. Just watch communication here. You know what I mean? Don't emotionally overboil, Capricorn. You can do that, okay? So that's on the 20th. And then on the 21st, the sun is going to be opposite Pluto. So it's going to be, the sun's going to be moving almost into right about here, right on the cusp of your eighth house, leaving the seventh house. So it's asking you to get some perspective, rethink what you're doing. Are plans too big? Are you being realistic? That kind of thing. And then we have on the 22nd, the sun finally moves into Leo. So now this fiery energy, it gets out of this watery energy that kind of bogs you down. Every pop song on the radio, you start crying to because you're feeling it. You could even cry for a gum commercial. You know what I mean? So, now we're getting into the more, feeling confident, feeling good about ourselves. There's going to be a highlight on finances for you in the later part of July. So then, like on the 22nd, the sun moves into Leo. So it's Leo season. And then Venus goes retrograde. So this person from the past is definitely going to come up, and don't you dare go back to them. Why would you regress instead of make progress? You know what I mean? Sorry, I had to take a drink. I've been doing a lot of horoscopes today. I'm trying to catch up. So again, it's all about love. It's all about focusing on relationships and your needs and letting go of your insecurities and all of that. And then it kind of comes to a head from the 17th to the 22nd, okay? So just be aware of that. And then on the 29th, the moon moves into your sign. So you're feeling more grounded. Hopefully you are. Your emotions are more intact. They're feeling, you're at peace with yourself. And that's another thing. If you need to get outside and ground, do that. You know what I mean? It'd be a good time to journal. Write your things down. Write your intentions down because the universe is asking you to release any of those insecurities and hang-ups about your relationships and open up to them if you're single. And by the new moon, everything starts to pop. Just as long as you don't take back an ex, Capricorn. That's all I got to say about that. And then, we're moving into August and we'll get to that. But Capricorn, a huge focus on relationships and love and opening up and being with groups of people and being yourself and changing your ways and releasing what no longer serves you. It's a powerful month for you, Capricorn. Don't forget to watch your tarot reading for this too. It will also give you great insight with the astrology and the tarot. I'm so glad I separated the two, because not only are you kind of learning astrology, but you're also really getting a good bird's eye view. It's the best forecast you could ever have cosmically. Even sometimes the weather forecasts are more off than the astrology forecasts. So this month is going to be great for you, Capricorn. So enjoy your summer, release what no longer serves you, open up to love, but you got to find balance between work and home. You can't get distracted. That's a little side note from the universe there. Capricorn, thank you so much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I hope this resonated with you, and I will see you in August.